Question 1. What action is required at a stop sign? A. Slow down and proceed carefully. B. Stop completely before the stop line. C. Give way to traffic from the right. D. Stop only if other vehicles are present. Answers is B. Stop completely before the stop line. A stop sign indicates that you must bring your vehicle to a complete stop before the stop line or intersection, and only proceed when it is safe to do so. Question 2. When you see a give way sign, what must you do? A. Speed up to clear the intersection. B. Stop only if there is crossing traffic. C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. D. Proceed without slowing if the way is clear. Answers is C. Slow down and be prepared to stop. A give way sign means you must slow down and be prepared to stop. You must give way to all vehicles and pedestrians on the intersecting road. Question 3. What does a no entry sign indicate for drivers? A. Entry permitted for local traffic. B. Vehicles are not permitted to enter. C. Restricted entry during certain hours. D. Entry only for emergency vehicles. Answers is B. Vehicles are not permitted to enter. This sign strictly prohibits all vehicles from entering the road or area where it is displayed. It means you cannot proceed past this point. Question 4. Can you overtake vehicles past a no overtaking sign? A. Yes, if the road is clear. B. No overtaking is prohibited. C. Only if the other vehicle is slow. D. Yes, if there is a dashed line. Answers is B. No overtaking is prohibited. A no overtaking sign explicitly prohibits drivers from overtaking other vehicles in the area it covers. You must not pass other vehicles until you see an end of no overtaking sign. Question 5. What is prohibited where a no stopping sign is displayed? A. Only parking vehicles. B. Stopping for any reason. C. Stopping only during peak hours. D. Stopping for only. Answers is B. Stopping for any reason. A no stopping sign means you're not permitted to stop your vehicle at all, even momentarily, for any reason other than a medical emergency or to avoid an accident. Question 6. What does a no parking sign mean for vehicles? A. You can stop to pick off. B. No vehicles allowed at any time. C. Parking for limited time only. D. Parking allowed with a permit. Answers is A. You can stop to pick off. A no parking sign means you are not allowed to park your vehicle, but you may stop for a short period to pick up or drop off passengers or goods, provided you do not leave the vehicle. Question 7. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A. A sharp bend. B. A roundabout. C. A pedestrian crossing. D. A merging lane. Answers is B. A roundabout. This sign indicates that you are approaching a roundabout. Drivers must prepare to give way to traffic already in the roundabout. Question 8. What is the only permitted direction of travel at this sign? A. Turn right. B. Proceed straight. C. Turn left. D. Make a U-turn. Answers is B. Proceed straight. This is a mandatory sign indicating that vehicles must proceed straight ahead only. No turns are permitted. Question 9. What should drivers expect near a pedestrian crossing sign? A. A bus stop. B. Pedestrians crossing the road. C. A school zone. D. A parking area. Answers is B. Pedestrians crossing the road. This warning sign alerts drivers to the presence of a pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to slow down or stop for pedestrians. Question 10. What does this warning sign alert drivers to? A hospital nearby. B. Children likely to be present. C. A playground ahead. D. A toy store. Answers is B. Children likely to be present. This sign warns drivers that children are likely to be present, often near schools, parks, or residential areas. Drivers should reduce speed and be extra vigilant. Question 11. What driving condition does this sign warn of? A. Rough road surface. B. Slippery road ahead. C. Road closed due to ice. D. Loose gravel. Answers is B. Slippery road ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead may be slippery, especially in wet or icy conditions. Drivers should reduce speed and avoid sudden braking or steering. Question 12. What should you do when you see a roadwork sign? A. Maintain normal speed. B. Slow down and be cautious. C. Sound your horn repeatedly. D. Overtake all vehicles quickly. Answers is B. Slow down and be cautious. A roadwork sign indicates that there are workers or machinery on or near the road. Drivers must slow down, follow any temporary signs, and be prepared for changed conditions. Question 13. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A sharp turn. B. A steep uphill gradient. C. A bumpy section. D. A sudden drop. Answers is B. A steep uphill gradient. This sign warns drivers of a steep ascent ahead. Drivers may need to change gears to maintain speed and power on the incline. Question 14. What does this sign warn about? A sharp curve. B. A steep downhill slope. C. A narrow bridge. D. A winding road. Answers is B. A steep downhill slope. This sign warns drivers of a steep descent ahead. Drivers should select a lower gear to use engine braking and avoid overheating brakes. Question 15. What does this sign indicate is ahead? A railway crossing. B. Traffic lights ahead. C. A pedestrian crossing. D. A road junction. Answers is B. Traffic lights ahead. This warning sign alerts drivers that they are approaching traffic lights. Drivers should prepare to slow down and stop if necessary. Question 16. What action is mandatory at this sign? A. Proceed straight. B. Turn right only. C. Turn left only. D. Make a U-turn. Answers is B. Turn right only. This is a mandatory sign indicating that vehicles must turn right. No other turns or straight movements are permitted from this lane or intersection. Question 17. What maneuver is required at this sign? A. Go straight. B. Turn left only. C. Turn right. D. Park here. Answers is B. Turn left only. This mandatory sign indicates that vehicles must turn left. Drivers in the lane or at the intersection must follow this direction. Question 18. What does this sign indicate about traffic flow? A. Two-way traffic. B. One-way traffic flow. C. Traffic merges ahead. D. Divided highway. Answers is B. One-way traffic flow. This sign indicates that the road ahead is a one-way road. All traffic moves in the same direction, reducing the risk of head-on collisions. Question 19. What type of road are you entering or on with this sign? A rural road. B. A motorway. C. A local street. D. A service lane. Answers is B, a motorway. This sign indicates the start of a motorway expressway. Motorways have specific rules, typically higher speed limits, and no pedestrians or slow-moving vehicles allowed. Question 20. What does this sign mean for driving rules? A. Motorway rules begin. B. Motorway rules no longer apply. C. Speed limit increases. D. Entry to a new motorway. Answers is B. Motorway rules no longer apply. This sign indicates the end of a motorway. Standard road rules and speed limits for the area will now apply. Question 21. What is prohibited at an intersection with a no right turn sign? A. Turning right. B. Turning left. C. Going straight. D. Making a U-turn. Answers is A. Turning right. This prohibitory sign means that vehicles are not permitted to turn right at the intersection or junction where it is displayed. Question 22. What turn is not permitted past this sign? A. Right turn. B. Left turn. C. U-turn. D. Straight movement. Answers is B. Left turn. This sign prohibits drivers from making a left turn at the intersection or road segment where it is. Question 23. Can you make a U-turn where this sign is present? A. Yes, if safe. B. No, U-turns are forbidden. C. Only if there's no traffic. D. Only for small cars. Answers is B. No, U-turns are forbidden. A no sign indicates that performing a U-turn is prohibited at that location. Drivers must find an alternative route to change direction. Question 24. What road condition is by this sign? A. Uneven road surface. B. Smooth new pavement. C. A speed hump. D. A road closure. Answers is A. Uneven road surface. This sign warns drivers that the road ahead has an uneven surface. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid discomfort and potential loss of control. Question 25. What does this sign warn you about? A. A sharp curve. B. A hump or speed bump. C. A dip in the road. D. Falling rocks. Answers is B. A hump or speed bump. This warning sign indicates a hump or speed bump in the road. Drivers should slow down significantly to cross it safely and comfortably. Question 26. What hazard does this sign indicate? A. Ahead. B. Loose gravel on the road. C. Slippery road due to oil. D. Road closed. Answers is B. Loose gravel on the road. This sign warns that there is loose gravel or stone material on the road surface. This can reduce tire grip and increase braking distances, so reduce speed. Question 27. What weather condition might affect your driving with this sign? A. Heavy rain. B. Strong crosswinds. C. Thick fog. D. Hailstorm. Answers is B. Strong crosswinds. This sign warns drivers of strong side winds. These winds can cause your vehicle to swerve, especially if you are driving a vehicle or towing. Grip the steering wheel firmly. Question 28. What does this sign mean for your right of way? A. You must give way. B. You are on a priority road. C. Traffic lights are ahead. D. Road ends shortly. Answers is B. You are on a priority road. This sign indicates that you are on a priority road. Traffic on intersecting roads must give way to you, unless otherwise by other signs or signals. Question 29. What happens to your priority after this sign? A. Your priority continues. B. Your priority ends. C. You must stop immediately. D. You must turn right. Answers is B, your priority ends. This sign indicates the end of a priority road. From this point onwards, you must follow general give way rules at intersections, as your automatic priority has ceased. Question 30. Which side should you pass the obstacle? A. Left side. B. Right side. C. Either side. D. Stop and wait. Answers is B. Right side. This mandatory sign indicates that you must pass the obstacle on the right side. Drivers should adjust their lane position accordingly. Question 31. What is the legal requirement for all occupants in a moving vehicle in Australia? A. Only the driver must wear A. B. Everyone must wear A. C. Children under 7 must use a booster. D. Are optional for rear passengers. Answers is B. Everyone must wear A. In Australia, it is a legal requirement for all occupants in a vehicle, including the driver and all passengers, to wear a properly adjusted and fastened while the vehicle is moving. Question 32. What is the primary purpose of hazard perception skills? A. To drive faster and more efficiently. B. To identify potential dangers early. C. To find parking spaces easily. D. To navigate with systems. Answers is B. To identify potential dangers early. Hazard perception skills are crucial for identifying potential dangers on the road as early as possible. This allows drivers more time to react safely and avoid accidents. Question 33. When should you increase your following distance from the vehicle ahead? A. When driving on a clear, dry road. B. In wet weather or poor visibility. C. When you are in a hurry. D. When following a small car. Answers is B. In wet weather or poor visibility. You should always increase your following distance in adverse conditions like wet weather, fog, or at night, as your stopping distance will be greater. Also when following large vehicles. Question 34. What is the correct action when approaching a pedestrian crossing without traffic lights? A. Speed up to clear the crossing. B. Be prepared to stop if pedestrians are present. C. Sound your horn to warn pedestrians. D. Only stop if pedestrians are halfway across. Answers is B. Be prepared to stop if pedestrians are present. When approaching a pedestrian crossing without traffic lights, you must slow down and be prepared to stop. You must give way to any pedestrian on or entering the crossing. Question 35. How often should you check your mirrors while driving? A. Only when changing lanes. B. Regularly and before maneuvers. C. Only when reversing. D. Every 5 minutes. Answers is B. Regularly and before maneuvers. Good drivers constantly scan their surroundings. You should check your mirrors every seconds and always before braking, turning, changing lanes, or opening your door. Question 36. What must you do when an emergency vehicle with flashing lights and sirens approaches? A. Maintain your speed in lane. B. Move to the left or side of the road and stop. C. Speed up to get out of the way. D. Flash your headlights to acknowledge. Answers is B. Move to the left or side of the road and stop. You must give way to emergency vehicles with flashing lights or sirens. Safely move to the left or side of the road, clear of any intersections, and stop until the vehicle has passed. Question 37. What is defensive driving? A. Driving very slowly at all times. B. Anticipating hazards and planning for them. C. Always having the right of way. D. Reacting quickly to. Answers is B. Anticipating hazards and planning for them. Defensive driving is about anticipating potential hazards, being aware of other road users, and taking proactive steps to avoid collisions, even if another driver makes a mistake. Question 38. When can you use a mobile phone legally while driving in Australia? A. For navigation only. B. Only when parked and stationary. C. When stopped at traffic lights. D. Using a hands-free system for calls. Answers is B. Only when parked and stationary. In Australia, it is generally illegal to use a mobile phone while driving. Most states allow hands-free use, but for full functionality, you must be parked safely and legally stationary. Question 39. What should you do if your vehicle starts to aquaplane? A. Brake hard immediately. B. Ease off the accelerator and steer straight. C. Steer sharply in the opposite direction. D. Accelerate to regain grip. Answers is B. Ease off the accelerator and steer straight. If your vehicle aquaplanes, ease your foot off the accelerator, keep the steering wheel straight, and avoid braking. Allow the vehicle to slow down naturally until tire grip is. Question 40. What is the safest way to correct a skid? A. Brake hard and quickly. B. Steer into the skid and ease accelerator. C. Accelerate out of the skid. D. Close your eyes and hope. Answers is B. Steer into the skid and ease accelerator. To correct a skid, ease off the accelerator, avoid braking sharply, and steer gently in the direction you want the front of the car to go. I.e. into the skid until grip is regained. Question 41. What is the rule for merging into traffic? A. Merge as soon as possible. B. Give way to vehicles already in the lane. C. Signal, then merge without slowing. D. Always have priority when merging. Answers is B. Give way to vehicles already in the lane. When merging into a lane of traffic, you must give way to vehicles that are already in that lane. Use your indicator, check your mirrors and blind spots, and adjust your speed to find a safe gap. Question 42. How should you adjust your driving in heavy rain? A. Increase your speed to get through faster. B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. C. Use only parking lights for better visibility. D. Drive in the middle of the road. Answers is B. Reduce speed and increase following distance. In heavy rain, you should reduce your speed, increase your following distance, and use your headlights low beam. Be aware of visibility and potential aquaplaning. Question 43. Why is it important to keep a safe following distance? A. To annoy other drivers. B. To allow time to react and stop safely. C. To save fuel. D. To prevent others from merging. Answers is B. To allow time to react and stop safely. A safe following distance provides you with enough time and space to react to sudden changes, such as the vehicle in front braking unexpectedly, and to stop your vehicle safely. Question 44. When are headlights required during daylight hours? A. Only in tunnels. B. In adverse weather or low visibility. C. Never during daylight. D. When driving faster than 80 kilometers per hour. Answers is B. In adverse weather or low visibility. Low beam must be used during daylight hours if conditions such as heavy rain, fog, smoke, or dust significantly reduce visibility. This makes your vehicle more visible to others. Question 45. What is the rule for following distance? A. Time to react to the vehicle ahead. B. Time to change lanes safely. C. Time to stop your car in an emergency. D. Time to find a parking spot. Answers is A. Time to react to the vehicle ahead. The rule is a simple way to estimate a safe following distance. Pick a fixed point ahead, and when the vehicle in front passes it, you should count 1001, 1002 before your vehicle passes the same point. Question 46. What is a common blind spot for heavy vehicles? A. Directly in front of them. B. Along their sides and directly behind. C. High above their cab. D. Only when turning right. Answers is B. Along their sides and directly behind. Heavy vehicles have significant blind spots, often referred to as no zones, along their sides, directly behind, and sometimes directly in front. If you can't see the truck driver's mirrors, they probably can't see you. Question 47. When turning right at an intersection, who has priority? A. The vehicle turning right always. B. Oncoming traffic and pedestrians. C. Vehicles turning left. D. Only pedestrians on the right. Answers is B. Oncoming traffic and pedestrians. When turning right at an intersection without traffic lights or a priority sign, you must give way to oncoming vehicles going straight or turning left, and to any pedestrians crossing the road you are entering. Question 48. What should you do before changing lanes? A. Just accelerate into the new lane. B. Check mirrors, signal and check blind spot. C. Only check your mirror. D. Assume the lane is clear. Answers is B. Check mirrors, signal and check blind spot. Before changing lanes, you must perform a safety check. Check your inside mirrors, signal your intention, and always check your blind spot over your shoulder to ensure no vehicle is hidden from view. Question 49. What is the rule for giving way at an unmarked intersection? A. Vehicles turning left always give way. B. Give way to vehicles on your right. C. Vehicles going straight always have priority. D. The faster vehicle has priority. Answers is B. Give way to vehicles on your right. At an unmarked intersection, you must give way to any vehicle on your right. This applies to all vehicles approaching from different directions that might collide if both proceeded. Question 50. How do you check for blind spots before changing lanes? A. By looking only in your mirror. B. By glancing over your shoulder. C. By relying on your side mirrors. D. By guessing where other cars are. Answers is B. By glancing over your shoulder. Blind spots are areas around your vehicle not visible in your mirrors. To check them, you must perform a quick glance over your shoulder in the direction you intend to move, after checking mirrors and signaling.